Good day everyone, my name is Kylie Nicole B. Sagom and I'm gonna tackle this all about physical development of the intermediate scholars. But this is continuation report from Gloriana Wendy. So my part is Janita. So let's start. Unahin muna natin yung sa girls. So the vulva starts increase a bit. So the shape and appearance of the vulva naturally change over the years. So ang mga pinakahalatang mga pagbabago sa hormonal na nagaganap sa pagdadalaga sa panahon ng menstrual cycle, sa pagbubuntis, and around menopause. So next is the vagina gets longer. So the vaginal canal can change shape during sex or childbirth. The average length of the vaginal canal is around 2.5 inches, but it can range from 1.5 to 3.7 inches. Canal can change shape during sex or childbirth. The labia can also vary size, shape, and color. Both the inner and outer labia are sensitive and swell when aroused. So, next is the uterus get bigger. So, mga sanhi ng paglaki ng matres ay maaring adenomasis, uterine fibroids. Ang mga karaniwang adenomasis ay nangyayari kapag ang tissue ng karaniwang nakaguhit sa uterus ay lumalaki sa muscular wall ng uterus. So, next naman natin is sa boys. Subtle increase in tentacle size. So, subtle increase in tentacle size, especially if occurring in adulthood without other symptoms, like pain or discomfort, could be due to a number of potential causes, including fluid buildup from a condition like a hydrocele and hormonal functions, or even just temporary swelling from exercise or recent sexual activity. So, next is penis and scrotum start to grow. So, kapag nagsimulang lumaki ang penis ng lalaki at scrotum, nangangalhugang ito ng pagsisimula ng pagkabinata ng isang lalaki. Kadalasang nangyayari sa pagitan ng edad na 9 years old at 14 years old, na ang unang kapansin-pansing pagbabago ay madalas na pagtaas ng lalaki ng testicles at scrotum. So next is semen can be released when he is awake or even during sleep. So semen can be released when a man is awake during sexual arousal, but it can also be released while sleeping, commonly referred to as a wet dream. So, this is a normal psychological process and not a cause for concern. So, next is hair growth. Sa girls muna tayo. So, hair will start to grow in the armpit and pubic area. So, ang buhok na nagsisimulang tumubo sa mga kilikili at pubic na lugar ay isang typical na tanda ng pagdadalaga na trigger ng mga pagbabago ng hormonal sa katawan, kadalasang nangyari sa pagitan ng edad na 9 years old at 14 years old o para sa mga karamihan ng mga individual. So, next is sa boys. So, hair will start to grow and become thicker. So, ayun nga, ang sabi nga dito, nagsisimula ng mag-grow at kumapal yung mga hair ng boys. So, next is, new hair will also grow in the armpits and pubic area. So, during puberty, new hair growth will naturally occur in the armpits and pubic area around the genitals, as this is a normal part of sexual development due to hormonal change in the body. This hair is called terminal hair and is coarser and darker than the fine hair present before puberty. So, next is may start developing chest and facial hair. So, ang isang tao ay maaaring magsimulang magkaroon ng dibdib at buhok sa muka. Magsimulang magkaroon ng hair sa dibdib at buhok sa muka sa panahon ng pagkakabinata dahil ito ang typical na senyales ng sexual na pag-unlad ng lalaki, kadalasang nangyari sa pagitan ng edad na 12 at 18 years old, kung saan nagsisimulang lumitaw ang buhok sa dibdib at sa muka. So next is height, weight, and muscle development. So during late childhood, a child's weight on average may be 2.3 to 3.2 kg per year. Weight increase mainly due to increase in size and skeletal muscular system as well as the several organs. So, height, weight, and muscle development are interconnected, where your height influence how your weight is distributed across your body, and the amount of muscle you develop significantly impacts your overall weight. Even if your height remains the same, essentially a person with more muscle mass will typical weight for more than someone of the same height with less muscle, or even if their body fat percentage is similar. So next is motor skills. So during this stage, movements are the muscle and bones become recoordinated at the age of 9 or 11 years. Most children will have learned to play sports like swimming, basketball, volleyball, and running. These typical skills become a source of pleasure and great achievement to the children in activities that use large muscle activities. Boys tend to be more nimble than girls. So, motor development is a part of physical development and refers to the growth in the ability of children to use their bodies and physical skills. Motor development can be divided into gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Gross motor skills refers to a child's ability. So, ayun nga, nasabi nga dito, um, yung mga bata is nag-start ng matuto ng paglaro ng basketball, volleyball, running, and swimming. So, next is insecurity. Children must be given opportunities to engage themselves in worthwhile activities that promote healthy growth. So, healthy growth is a combination of social, and emotional development. Promoting healthy growth includes nutrition, eating healthy meals, limiting unhealthy foods, and drinking water. Physical activity, playing sports, dancing, and other activities that help build strong bones and muscle, and so on. So next is give them a feeling of accomplishment. So to give someone a feeling and accomplishments means to make them feel proud and satisfied by achieving a goal, completing a task, or overcoming a challenge, essentially providing them with a sense of achievement and positive self-worth from their efforts. You can do this by acknowledging their hard work, celebrating small wins, and providing positive feedback on their progress. Next is reduce the risk of certain disease. So you can reduce your risk of developing certain diseases by adopting a healthy lifestyle, getting vaccinated, and practicing good hygiene. That's all for my report. Thank you.